Hi everyone, welcome to Atoma 16. On our today's lesson, I'm going to explain how we are going to find the equation of the tangent line of this curve. Is that we have two equations which is tangent for the graph of this problem. So how we are going to determine the equation of these tangent lines. Therefore, if you are a new member of my YouTube channel, don't forget to share, like and subscribe Atoma 16. First of all, listen how we are going to do this problem. Is that now you have already given the function. Now the graph of the function is this one. That means the function is y is equal to x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x plus 8. Is that so? You already given that you have the given information. This function has two tangents whose gradient is absolutely the same, that's 10. So how we are going to determine the equation of these two gradients? Is that so? Let me explain how to do this problem. Is that let me explain how we are going to describe this one. So in order to find the equation of the tangent line for the function, at the very beginning we need to find the derivative of this problem. Is that so? What's the gradient? What's the derivative of this problem? So the gradient of the line tangent of this function mean immediately which is the derivative of this function. So dy by dx is immediately given by what's the derivative of x cubed. So x cubed comes as a coefficient 3x squared minus, because we need to subtract 1 from the exponent, and 2 comes here. 2 times 2 will be 10x plus the derivative of this is exactly 2. So derivative for any constant is absolutely 8. Derivative of any constant is absolutely 0. Is that so? This is the derivative of the function. So the derivative of the function mean this is the gradient of the function at any point. But we have the gradient of this is 10. If the gradient of this problem is 10, so we have to equate this derivative is equal to 10. Is that let's equate this is exactly 10. Then after this implies that rearrange this one, 3x squared minus 10x, bring this on the left, minus 8, which is exactly 0. Is that because 2 minus 10 will be minus 8. Then this is absolutely quadratic. So how we solve any quadratic problem? So in order to solve this quadratic problem, you have to know how to factorize. Is that so? Let's consider two numbers whose sum is the coefficient of the median minus 10 and whose product is absolutely AC. Is that let's find two numbers whose product is AC and whose sum is minus 10. So the product for this is negative 24. Is that negative 24? So what are the numbers whose sum is exactly this one and whose product is absolutely negative 24? So this implies that the numbers are absolutely what? Minus 12 and 2. That means if you just find the product of these, this will be negative 24. The sum for this is negative 10. So these are the number. Once you got this number, now this can be factorized as x minus 12 into x plus 2, which is exactly 0. Is that since the coefficient of the leading term is non-1, which is different from 1, so we need to divide. This is 43 and this is 43, and this implies x minus 4 into x plus 2 over 3, which is 0. So the product of two numbers will be 0 if either of them is 0. That means x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 over 3 is equal to 0. So when we solve this one, x4 or x will be minus 2 over 3. Then finally, once you got the value for x, what you're going to do? Now we have to directly plug these values in the original function in order to find the equation of the tangent. Is that so? Now when x is 4, so y1 is gonna be 4 cubed minus 5 times 4 squared plus 2 times 4 plus 8, and this is immediately 64 minus this is 18 plus 8 plus 8. So this is exactly 64 minus 18 plus 16, and which is exactly 0. Is that so? 1 point will be what? one point will be 40 as a point of tangency for the line and the curve. Is that? That means the equation of the tangent line for the curve of this one will pass through this. This is the common, this is point of tangency for the curve and the line. Is that? So now this implies that one equation of the line is going to be y is equal to mx plus b. Is that? M is already given, y is equal to m is 10x plus b. So how could we find the value for b? To find b, we need to plug 40 in place of x and 4. So 0 is equal to 10 times 4 plus b. This implies that the value for b is negative 14. Is that? So immediately, the first one equation of the line is going to be, therefore, the first equation of the line y1, let it be, that is 10x minus 14 is one equation of the line. So, in order to determine the other equation of the line, which is absolutely tangent of this, is based on x is equal to minus 2 over 3. So, first of all, we need to find y value when the value for x is this one. So, let me do. Now, to plug this problem, y2, the second order pair is going to be what? Which is minus 2 over 3, the whole cube minus 5 into minus 2 over 3, the whole square plus 2 times minus 2 over 3 plus 8. Then this is exactly negative 8 over negative 27 minus, this is exactly 4 over 9, which is 20 over 9. Again, this is minus again, which is minus 4 over 3 plus 8. Is that? So when we add all these values, this is minus 8 over this one. So when we add all this problem, which is immediately 112 over 27. Is that? The result is going to be this one. So then, now if this is the y value, that means you can calculate this one. The result for this problem is absolutely 112 over 27. You know the way how to do this one. Because LCM for all this is 27. So 27 divided by 4 this, that's 1 times this itself. 27 divided by this is, you can do this way. That minus 8 minus 27 divided by 4, this is 3 times, that is 16, minus 27 divided by 9, that is 36, plus 27 times this, is that 8 times 27 over 27. So if you calculate this one, you have this result, is that? You have this result. And therefore now, therefore, this is exactly y is going to be, y to the equation of the second line is going to be what? 10x plus what? B. So this is 112 over 27, which is exactly 10 times minus over 3 plus b. So 112 over 27 plus negative 20, 20 over 3, which is exactly b. That? Because now 10 times minus over 3 mean, which is negative 20. When you bring this on the left, it is going to be plus. So now we have this one. Again, this implies that to find the value for b, now b will be what? 27 is common. 112 plus what? 27 divided by 4 this, that's already 9. 9 times 20 will be 180 over what? 27. So b is exactly what? The value for b will be what? This is exactly 112, 180, which is 2. This is 9 and 2, 9. 2, 9, 2, 27. And therefore, the equation of the line, the equation of the second line is absolutely will be what? The equation of the second line is going to be y2 is 10x plus what? This is positive 292 over what? 27. So this is the equation of the second line. So generally, if we have this kind of problem, you have to know how we are going to determine. We have two tangent line for the graph of the function or the curve of the function. That's already given before. So this is the way how we are going to determine the two equations, the two tangents of the curve. Is that the two tangents of the curve? Generally, you have to know how we are going to determine this kind of problem. Is that? So for the second problem, let me explain how we are going to solve a simultaneous linear equation. For the second problem, let me write how we solve. For example, solve this one. Is that solve 2x plus y, which is 7, and y, which is equal to 5x squared plus 2x minus 13. How could you solve this problem? Since this is the linear and this is quadratic, in order to find the solution for this problem, you can plug in place of this one these. So 2x plus y in the first equation is replaced by this one. So 5x squared plus 2x minus 13, which is exactly 7. Is that? Rearranging this equation, 5x squared plus 4x minus 13 brings 7 on the left, that is minus 7, which is 0. Is that? So 5x squared plus 4x minus 20 is exactly 0. So let's find two numbers whose sum is 4 and whose product is absolutely negative 100. Is that? So what are the numbers whose sum is exactly this one and whose product is this one? That's the point. Then in order to find this number, please try to think whose sum is this one and whose product is this one. So the two numbers whose sum is absolutely 4 and whose product is negative 100. What are the numbers? Please try to think how we are going to do this one. Is that how we are going to do? So what are the numbers? How we are going to determine sum of the numbers is exactly this one, and whose product is this value. Could you tell me? Or else, I think I have already shown this product or factorization principle. Now let me show you another technique. You have to use the quadratic formula. That you can use, because you can use this concept from that one. So the quadratic formula is going to be minus b minus 4 plus or minus the square root of that is 16 minus 4 times 5 times negative 20. That over what? That is 2 times 5. Then x is going to be minus 4 plus or minus the square root of what? 16. 16 minus, this is plus, is that? Because negative times negative, is that? 20 times 20 is already what? This is 20, 20, 400. 400. So over what? 10. So x is going to be what? Negative 4 plus or minus square root of what? 416 over what? Over 10. So for x we have two values here. For x we have two values. Now that means the value for x is here. X is gonna be negative 4 plus or minus what? Square root of 416 over what? That is 10. That's 10. So this will be x is exactly minus 4 plus radical of 416 over what? 10, or x is gonna be minus 4 minus square root of 416 over what? 10 is the value. So then, now when the value for x is this one, what's the value for y? Then from this equation you know that 2x plus y is absolutely 7. So y is going to be 7 minus 2x. Then this is the value for y. So you can plug the first x value here and you can calculate that one. So the first y1 will be what? When the value for x is this one, the value for y will be what? 7 minus 2 into minus 4 plus square root of 416 over 10, this one. Is that? So this is immediately equal to 7 minus, you can multiply both sides by this one. So 10 is covered by these. That's exactly what? By 2, 1 by 2, this is 5. So this is immediately, you can immediately multiply by negative. Negative by negative is positive 4 minus square root of 410 over 5. So this is one solution. The y1, that means when the value for x is exactly this one, this one, the value for y will be this one. When the value for x is this one, now the value for y will be, y is immediately 7 minus 2 of what? Minus 4 minus the square root of 416 over what? Which is 10. And this is immediately what? 7 minus, you can cancel this by 1, this is already 5. So this is immediately plus 4 plus square root of 416 over what? over 5. Is that? So you can use this one. Now in the case of this one, that is 35. 35 plus 4 minus radical of 416 over 5. This is immediately what? This is immediately given by 35. This is 39 minus that value. And this will be 35 again. So this is exactly what? 35 plus 9, 39 plus radical of 416 over 5. So the value for y will be either this one or this one. Is that? So this is all about our today's lesson. If you have any question or doubt, you are welcome. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. See you.